Hello people of the internet and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited to finally be making this video. I've been procrastinating honestly at filming for this series, but I'm excited to bring this to you guys. So today I'm doing my final part for my dollhouse renovation series. I know you guys are thinking like, Kiana, final? That sounds so like serious, like final, this is the last part, but like it's a good thing because I'm happy to say that I'm almost done with my dollhouse. Oh my gosh, I know, such a big deal. I've been working on this dollhouse for like the past like few months now, and that sounds crazy to say, but honestly I'm really happy with how it's turning out. I'm also proud of myself because I have done a lot for this dollhouse. So in this video I'm mostly going to be doing a voiceover so that way you can actually see the dollhouse while I'm explaining what I've done. And let me just say that it's not 100% done, but I am definitely getting really close to finishing it, so that's why I say that I'm almost done. And the next time that you guys see the dollhouse after this video will actually be in the house tour, the actual dollhouse tour, which I'm so excited to make at some point soon. In the last video I think I showed you that I was starting to place some things in the dollhouse and figure out where I wanted things. Now I have everything like in the spot that I want it to go. Now I'm just adding details. So I'm gonna go ahead and present that to you guys right now.
We're gonna start out with Dolly's room. Dolly is the oldest daughter in the house, and for her room I decided to give her a 2000s inspired room, which honestly might be one of my favorite rooms in the house. For this room I really went wild with all of the details. I added stuffed animals, including like Neopets, which was a thing in the 2000s. I also added lots of posters, and I feel like the posters really helped to kind of nail that theme in, you know, the whole 2000s thing. So there's lots of references to music and movies and TV and all that stuff. And there's a lot of things that I made in this room. I mentioned before I made the bed, I made that bedside drawer, I made lamps, I made the shelves in the room. Like I really made a lot of stuff. Even this little stuff that you see on the bedside table, or drawer I should say. I also made these little CDs, and that little CD player is actually a pencil sharpener. And then this is the desk, which I also made. It was honestly a pain to make, if I'm being honest. This is the computer that everyone always comments about. It's from like an off-brand Barbie set. And then I also added this like drawer unit, which I think is from Daiso, and the drawers actually work, which I like, so that, you know, lots of organization options. And I also added like little stickers on it. And then here's the TV, which actually does work, by the way. And for the TV, of course, I needed lots of DVDs, so I did add little miniature DVDs on there as well. And yeah, I think her room is super cute. Still a couple things I want to do, but for the most part, done. Head down the stairs, we enter Savannah's room. Savannah is the second oldest in the house. My cat is scratching on my chair, so ignore that. But her room is an 80s inspired room, and honestly, like, so adorable. My cat is literally by the microphone. Anyways, so here's her canopy bed, which is an actual like 80s Barbie bed, I think. And then I hung up some posters that remind me of the 80s, and then her little, what are those called? Pound puppies and pound cats, kitties, yeah. And then she also has little records, which are cute. And then this dollhouse, by the way, this is the 70s replica of a dollhouse. I meant to get the 80s one, but Amazon sent me the wrong one, so that's really exciting. I'm just gonna roll with it. Here's her vanity, which is a vintage 70s vanity. I added some little perfume bottles and lots of vanity decor, and honestly I think it turned out really nice. I also built that little jewelry box in the back, so just gonna mention that. And then her little popples in the back, I love that. And then she has a bunch of books, including like Babysitter's Club books, and what is the other one? I honestly don't remember. And then of course she has a working TV as well with little stickers on it, and the Big Bird lamp. I love this little lamp. It does actually work, but I just didn't turn it on for the video. And then she has more posters and fun little decorations like that. So yeah, I think her room is also really adorable, and I really like how it turned out so far. Next we have Tyson's room. So he's around 10 years old, so I wanted to give him something that was age appropriate, and I really like his room. Obviously it's a mess, I can't deny that, but it's still a work in progress. This is a shelf that I made myself. I also hung up some Minecraft posters, and I also put his Legos in storage and his trucks and dinosaurs because that's what he is into. And then this little wardrobe thing is from IKEA. It's a IKEA doll furniture, and I put some stuff in it. I also added his TV and his little bookshelf. That also leads into his other bookshelves that he has, which I also made. And let me just say, they were really complicated to make. But I really like it because he likes to read, so wanted to give him lots and lots of books. Here is Amelia's room. Amelia is the youngest child in the house, and her room is very vintage inspired. There's little details here and there that you'll notice that are vintage, including the wallpaper, which is vintage contact paper. And then I also added this little shelf here, which has little random decorations. I don't know. It's there. Here's her little dollhouse. And then her bookshelf. This is actually one of her bookshelves. And like the other bookshelves, they're all a pain to make, honestly, but I think it turned out nice. And then these little cute pictures on the wall are actually from vintage wrapping paper. How cute. And then she has these 3 toy bins, which I will say I actually want to get different ones because these 3 don't match, but I don't have 3 matching ones, so we're just gonna have to deal with it for now. And then this little play kitchen is actually a replica of a real Little Tikes play kitchen. Super cute. And then here's some more vintage wall decorations, including her other bookshelf, which even though it was annoying to make, I actually really like how it turned out. I think it's really nice and can hold a lot of books. And then here's her toy storage. I should say more toy storage. You can never have enough of that. And then this little table, I actually added this vintage decal, which I think turned out really, really nice. And yeah. Here we have the kitchen, which I have made a lot of progress on. It's not 100% complete. I'm still kind of trying to figure out where I want things to go, but for the most part, I really like how it turned out so far. This is a little coffee hutch, so there's some coffee that goes in that cabinet there, and then there's like coffee mugs, which I think is cute. And the vibe for the kitchen is very much a vintage country kitchen kind of vibe. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about, but that was kind of what I was going for this kitchen. Here, of course, we have the oven, which does open, of course, and there's also storage underneath it, which I like. I love storage. I love how much storage is in this kitchen. This Little Tikes Kitchen Littles. Excuse me, the Kitchen Littles kitchen. I love how much drawers and cabinets there are. So as you can see, I did add some little stuff on top of the counters, which I might change, but anyways, in the little cabinets and drawers, I added Tupperware, dishes, all of that stuff. Like I said, the amount of organization in this kitchen really allows you to make things look nice and organized. That's what organization means. Anyways, more little decorations and of course dishes in the cabinet, which I definitely have no shortage of dishes. I have plenty of those. And then her little decorations. Her? Who's her? I don't know. There's a calendar on the wall that I made. And then this is also a kitchen island that I made somewhat. It's actually not a kitchen island, but I used it as a kitchen island. Does that make any sense? I don't know. This is a wall. I told you guys I was going to put wood here, but I got lazy and I actually just did a piece of foam board. This is a little chalkboard that I'm going to use to write like a weekly menu for dinner, which I think is nice. And then, of course, we have the fridge, which I added a bunch of fake magnets that I made out of stickers and cabochons, resin charms, which I think turned out really cute. And then, of course, the fridge can open. And yes, I did stock everything, all the food. So you will see that pretty soon. Here we have the parents' bedroom. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly I want to do with this room, but I do just want to note something here. I mentioned before that the bed was not going to fit in the room, so it does hang off a little bit, but it's like, you're not really going to see that part anyways. Like, does it matter? No, it doesn't. So we're just going to roll with it and have it hang off. But anyways, the vibe for this room is very much like a boho kind of vibe. I don't know. It's there, but I think it's nice. I did make this flower curtain using some string lights, and I think it looks so cozy, and I really like how it turned out. So hopefully you guys like it too. Hopefully you don't think it's ugly. Here is the family's living room, which I love so much. I feel like it looks so cozy, and who doesn't love a cozy living room? This is also a little stained glass light that I made out of an ornament. So there is a little light that goes in the back, and it will like light up the stained glass. I actually don't keep the light in there at all times because it is really small, and I don't want my cats to swallow the battery. So, but here's a picture of what it looks like. I think it looks nice. And then, of course, I've just been adding little decorations, including this little picture of of their grandma, which I think is so cute. I love sentimental stuff like that. And yeah, this little coffee table I made myself. Let me go ahead and fix this. Geez, I wonder who was messing with it. Who do y'all think was messing with it? Do you think it was Floof, aka Teeny, or do you think it was Miss Emmy in the back? I'm really curious who you guys think was messing with the dollhouse coffee table. Please let me know. I will tell you, it was Emmy, the menace. Now don't be fooled. I mean, yes, Teeny, she has her moments. She's goofy, she's silly, she's cute, but like, you know, it was just, it was Emmy. Because Emmy is a menace, and she will absolutely mess with anything in the dollhouse. I'm surprised she doesn't jump inside of the dollhouse. But maybe that will be next. Let's hope not. But she is a menace. She was the one that messed with it, and I have to fix it all the time. So, moving on, here are some more decorations that I added on the walls, including family photos, which I love adding family photos in the dollhouse. By the way, I did actually find these vintage plastic doll couches. I'm not really sure what the origin of these couches are, but I really like them. I don't know if they're for Barbies, but I spray painted them this nice color, and I love the texture on them. They just look so realistic. And then this little TV stand, I added video games, including Wii games, Switch games, and then I don't remember what those other things are. Oh, I think they're just DVDs. And then this is the stand for the TV, and then the dining area, which I still have to add one more chair to this table. But yes, I did actually end up changing the dining table. I built a new one entirely because I didn't really like the other one. And then I also built the chairs, which I hated doing. And then some more wall decorations. And then one thing I did realize I forgot to show you guys is that little box there that's beneath the TV, there's actually VHS tapes. So, and last but not least, we do have the crowded bathroom. It is crowded, but there's not much I can do about it. I did add a piece of foam board right here, which I said that I was gonna do, and then I also spray painted a lot of the stuff that's in the bathroom. It used to be like pink or something. This, I still need to add a lid on top of the toilet, so I will be doing that soon. And then here is some more stuff I gotta do for the mirror. And then the shower, I built myself, which I think turned out okay. I mean, it's not perfect, but yeah.
Alright, so I hope that you guys enjoyed what you saw. I hope that you guys are liking how the dollhouse is turning out so far. Like I said earlier, I actually really like it. And I'm super happy with how it's turning out. I think it's so cute, and I'm excited to make videos in the dollhouse. If you guys aren't aware, which I'm pretty sure most of you guys are aware, I have been making Barbie doll vlogs for years, and then I actually stopped making them for some time. So I'm happy to announce, I've actually already announced this on this channel already, but just in case you didn't see that, I am making vlogs again. That's why I have this dollhouse. So we are going to be making videos very soon in the dollhouse, which I'm excited about. And I also just want to say that I did make a TikTok account recently where I have been posting videos regarding the dollhouse, and so I definitely recommend checking that out. And I also recommend following that account because I am going to be posting things related to the vlogs on there. I might even post like extra vlogs on there and extra content, but definitely check it out, and I think you guys would like it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, ask below, and I will try my best to get to them. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye guys.